it's interesting. You're cozying up in those Mucklucks pajamas. Hopefully that set is fantastic. But here in our area, it's because it's that time of year. You want cozy, toasty pajamas because it's getting cold, and it's also now starting to get stormy. As a matter of fact, we had lots of rain over the last 24 hours. It's the time of year when many of us, well, you'll have the power outages. Yes, you'll have those storms that come through, and maybe you thought about a generator.
You can do
Craig
that.
Smith, many of us have considered it.
Sure.
And that requires gas, fuel, and then when you fire those babies up, fumes.
Fumes.
This is our good friend Craig Smith. You know he brings us lots of great technology options. What he's here to talk to us about this morning is the EcoFlow Delta Pro 3600 watt power station. Now you're going to choose the power station either with or without the solar panels. It will come with 15 different outlets, and we're going to talk about all the different types of things you're able to plug into this. But there's no fuel have to worry about. There are no fumes you have to worry about. What you're going to do is plug this in, charge it up, and this becomes your backup source of power. It becomes your backup source of power when the power outage happens because of the storm. It even comes on with wheels built in, so if this is what you're going to take with you when you're on the go, it's going to be terrific that way as well. It's customer top rated. I highly recommend you read the reviews, because what people have to say about having this as sort of that peace of mind and really that problem-solving situation. And so we have it with Easy Pay. Let me tell you, if you were choosing it with simply the 15-watt option, that's the way you'll order with the 15-watt option, that has a price tag of $2,399.98. We've divided into 5 monthly installments if you are interested in taking advantage of that with your Easy Pay. Then we have the option that brings you solar panels. So if you want to be able to recharge with the solar, that option is available for you for $2699.98, Easy Pay of $540. And there is special financing if you have a Q card, 18 months with no interest accrued. So that's a nice way to budget what will be, this is a family gift if you want it, but this is really that, if you've considered, how do we have power when we need it for not just the small things, but for the big appliances, like all the food in the freezer that you don't want to have to lose all that money you've spent because the power goes out and you don't know how long it's going to be out.
That's right.
Yeah, you can use this. So welcome, my friend. It's good to see you.
Excellent to see you.
Let's talk about why we would want this and then the sorts of things this is going to provide the backup power we need it for.
Yeah, well, the problem is that it's not a question of if we're going to lose power at some point in time. It feels like when, and it happens all the time. And what do most of us do when we hear the big storm is coming? Everyone rushes to the supermarket, and you buy all those perishable things, and you stock the fridge, and you stock the freezer.
It's so true.
And then you lose power for a day, maybe a couple days, maybe more than that. In fact, I have family members who lived on the North Jersey shore when Hurricane Sandy hit. They had a generator. What did they do? The power went out. They fired up the generator. It wasn't far away from the house enough. They had the windows open, and sure enough, CO2 alarms go off because of all those fumes. The great thing about EcoFlow is there is no fumes, there is no fuel, there is no pull start. All you have to do is turn it on and plug in all your favorite devices. And Leah, you talked about refrigerators. What can this thing power? Well, right now, I've got my little blender here. I've got my coffee machine. It can run power tools. I'm charging a tablet, a second tablet, my phone. Can you do me a favor and open that refrigerator over here? Because this is strong enough. This is the biggest EcoFlow that we have right here. So you lose power, you've got no juice going to the refrigerator.
Okay, let me make sure
strong enough.
Can see. So our refrigerator
is Delta Pro.
Oh, it just came back.
Will run the refrigerator for over 38 hours.
Wow.
And when you lose power on a refrigerator, you don't have to have constant power to it. Plug it in, cool it down, unplug it, and wait for that electric to come back in your house. But this is powerful enough to charge all of those things. And with the LED screen on the front, you know exactly how much power that you have when you're running all these different devices. So you'll know this can run now for an additional 19 hours. And when I put on something heavy duty like the blender, you can see that number start to fluctuate. It'll drop down as we're running the blender. I turn the blender off. It'll pop itself back up again so you can see exactly what's going in, what's going out, and how much power you have with the EcoFlow.
So a couple things I'd love for you to kind of walk people through and help
Sure.
them as they're making their decision, because there are 15 different outlets on this. So whether you're USB, whether it's the AC outlet, talk about whether we choose the solar power or without.
Sure.
What's happening there?
I recommend you go with the solar panel because it'll cost you more down the road if you want to get the solar panel. People who love the RV life, love to be at the camping sites, they love that RV, way of being out and about, use the solar panel all the time. Or if you lose power for an extended time, the EcoFlow itself will take 2.7 hours to recharge. If you use the solar panel, instead of plugging it into a wall outlet, up as quickly as 2.8 hours to recharge itself. So if you are without power for an extended time, or you are on that great camping trip, one of the ways I've seen this used, my neighbor, retired, my neighbor Jim, high school, or rather a junior high school principal for a number of years, retired, bought the RV, loves to spend time on the road. He uses this because it has the 30 amp plug. He plugs his RV in there. So when he pulls up to a campsite, he doesn't have to worry, oh, where's the electrical hookup? He just plugs his entire RV into the EcoFlow and he's able to power that unit.
Wow.
That's some of the cool stuff that you can do with this piece of machinery from EcoFlow.
It really is. It's that backup power that many people will be, will go looking for a generator, thinking that's what you need in order to be able to power the things that you want to be able to do. The fact that there's no fuel I have to buy, there's no fumes I'm worried about, the fact that I simply recharge this makes this great, and it is powerful. It's interesting. You talk about your friends and what they loved it for. Read the reviews. It's customer top rated. What people say, how it saved the day for them, saved money. And so we've got it available. We've got it for you with Easy Pay if you'd like to take advantage of that with your major credit card. And if you have a Q card, 18-month financing with no interest accrued. So over 18 months, if you want to budget your purchase, pay it off that way, you can do that with no interest at all.
Do you know how to run a generator?
I do not.
I do
not.
I'm putting you on the spot there, Lee. I realize that. But
yeah.
yes, you have to make sure you have fuel in it. You have to make sure the fuel is good because you can't let the gasoline sit in there for a year or two because that will cause damage. The fumes, the pump starts, all those type of things. This solves that problem. And this is a beast of a unit. It's the biggest EcoFlow we bring here. One of the neat features that EcoFlow put on here is this extension handle, and it's on wheels as well. So I have one of these in my house. I leave it in the guest room. So if I ever need it, it's recharged.
What does it weigh?
It weighs 99 pounds.
Okay.
And it'll hold a full charge for up to 6 months.
Wow.
And I like the fact that I can roll this into the kitchen, roll this into the family room.
Yeah.
A lot of times when we lose power, we automatically think, oh, we've lost the cable as well. We've lost the internet.
Yeah.
Not necessarily. Those are different cables. You could plug your Wi-Fi router into here, and now you have that power on the go without having to worry about that generator.
Yeah, it is. It's one of those, and this is that family gift. This is that gift, that peace of mind gift. This is the we're prepared gift. There's always the person in the neighborhood. I'm sure it's you. Yeah, the one who's got all the, it's like your neighbor's like, oh goodness, we can just see the money going out of the refrigerator and the freezer because the power's off. They said a couple hours, but now it's 4, and then it's 6, and so it really is being prepared and worth the investment. When you think of if all the contents of your freezer is gone, wouldn't it have been worthwhile to have something that could have powered that freezer to get you through that power outage? And so this is that unit that so many people love and are very, very happy with. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to let us know whether you want it with or without the solar panels. So it will have the 15 outlets no matter which choice you're making, but the solar panels will come included if you'd like that, and even the storage case for the panels comes.
That's right. The solar panel actually folds right up into this little compartment right here, so it's easy to carry with you.
Okay.
And we're showing to you fully extended here as well. And with those 15 different ports, Leah, we're talking about 5 AC ports. So that's how we're plugging in the coffee maker, we're plugging in the refrigerator, we're plugging in the blender, we're plugging in the power tools. If you want to do some work in the yard, some places you can't get electric to very easily, it'll power saws and things like that. Then we have a total of 6 USB ports. There's a car port on here as well. There's also what's called an Anderson port. That's basically used to hook up cars to trailers. That may not be one you use with regularity, but the big story is everything you want to plug in, 99% of the things that you have around your house, you can plug it into here. Hair dryers, CPAP machines, refrigerators, coffee makers, blenders, and now you can power them when the electric goes out in your neighborhood.
And how long to charge completely?
It takes 2.7 hours to charge off of an AC outlet.
Yeah.
We also include the cable so you can recharge it off your car battery if you wanted to.
Really?
And we include the solar panel cable. So for the solar panel, between 2.8 and about 5.6, that's going to fluctuate based on the sunlight. But it's nice to know that, oh, by the way, I don't need to have to hook up to the power. I have no power. I can plug it into the solar panel, lay the solar panel on the driveway, and now I can recharge the EcoFlow and power my house until the electric company comes to save the day.
We all know that sense of dread when the lights go out and you think, oh, how long is it going to be?
Yep, not a good time. Not a good time at all.
And the winter season just brings more of that.
Sure.
We can anticipate. And it's not just the winter season, you know, depending on where you are in the country, year round, there are times when you could be without power and needing that backup power. And certainly if you're RVing, if you're traveling, if you're doing those things where this is going to be convenient to be able to take along with you. So let us know. You're going to choose either with the solar panel or without. It is available on 5 easy monthly payments, and if you have a Q card, 18-month special financing to get the EcoFlow Delta Pro 3600 watt power station, and budget your purchase when you do that. Craig, my friend.
Always great to see you.
Always great to see you too. Listen, I do want to mention too that we do have protection for your purchase through Allstate if you're interested in that. So that we can put that information on the screen for you to take a look at it. And in the meantime, stay where you are because it's 2 weeks until Christmas, but we are counting down with lots of great gifts to be there in time. Terry Kahn is here and she's going to take you shopping next. Have a great Monday, everybody.
Get peace of mind and protect your purchase with Allstate Protection Plans. Just add to your cart during checkout. It's that easy. The Allstate Protection Plan protects your household electronic items from mechanical and electrical failures during normal use. This includes kitchen electrics, floor care items, traditional electronics, and much more. The plan covers 100% parts and labor with no deductibles or hidden fees. We'll repair it within 5 business days of receiving it, or if we can't repair it, we'll send you a replacement or reimburse you, up to the item price. Search Allstate at QVC.com for more details.